Hello everyone, and I believe this is going to be an episode of Talk with the Elementals in this particular recording. This does have to do with the Earth and with beings that are irritated with certain human activities, so I'm believing this is going to be a Talk with the Elementals. Sometimes I don't know what it's going to be until I get further into it. So, let's see here. Okay, I'll just start talking about what occurred and see what benevolent beings show up. We are here in Quartzite, Arizona, down for the yearly gathering of the crystals. So we came down here to get both stock and buy a couple of birthday gifts for me. And we went into a crystal shop that normally, I'm not going to name it, normally has very, very calm and nice energy. This time it was a complete polar opposite. I went in there, I could feel the irritation from a little bit away. You kind of figure it's the humans, not the stones. But in this particular case, I went into this one shop and there was just something like very angry. This was beyond anger. This was like hatred towards something that had been done to obtain the stones. Like some land abuse that had taken place. They didn't get permission, probably. If you can see around here, there's crystals everywhere where we're walking on them out here. There's quartz and quartzite everywhere. So I'll make sure and get permission before I take any of this, but literally it's encrusted in all the surface out here. So with that said, yeah, you always need to ask permission of the land and of the beings on it. Sometimes it's the forest people that will actually either grant you yes or no, like in Sedona, for instance. People have reported that when they've taken dirt, it's taken back from them and it ends up somewhere they didn't put it. Like if they don't ask permission, like they just go and dig it, it ends up disappearing. Or in my mother's case, she actually got a bag of Sedona dirt. She was given permission by the spirits of the land. Then she asked for a second bag, and then it started to thunderstorm. Mm-hmm. So she saw that as a no. There was another person where they had gathered a large amount because they were more than likely a vendor, and put it in the back of their car, and it kept ending up on the side of the road. So the bag, they were basically told, no, you can't have this. They didn't see the sign. Figured, well, how is it ending up out here? I swear we put it in the back of the car. And they were being told no because they had a huge amount of it. We've been told yes because we use it in large quantities of things.
However,
yes,
you're not supposed to stockpile it.
No, I'm not supposed to stockpile plant material. Well, crystals, that's okay to a certain extent. But things can also,
they're to be used. They're not just to be stored.
They're just not to be stored. Yeah. So, with that, I'm asking that True Benevolent Source Creator please filter this source that was very angry at that store. That I kept seeing a big mine, like the Arkansas mine or something like that, where whoever this was speaking from, more than likely using crystals to radiate that emotion, like an amplifier. That's what crystals can be. They can be for protection, but they can also be for amplification of feelings, amplification for energy, resonator, like a tuning fork. They can be that. They can be awesome, but they can also be misused by people as well. So when that happened, I knew this was going to be the theme this time. So, True Benevolent Source Creator, please filter these beings that I know are here. I just don't see them. If it's forest people, please let yourselves be known. If they are another type of elemental that would like to speak, or galactic, that is benevolent for our highest good and no ulterior agendas to our own, they are more than welcome. Now there is movement here. Somebody's gathering here. So let me see. This is going to be a slightly difficult one. Let's see. Maybe it's not for channeling. Maybe it's for speaking, like we did those dog beings. It's probably could be for that too. So, there is something. A being that's underground looking at me. What's your name, friend? Or who are you, friend? I don't understand your language. They look like a rock being to me. Like something's made of quartz.
Interesting.
Like they look white and they're like this, almost kind of like a there was an old horror movie on years ago called Critters, and there were like these ball-shaped demon-like figures that were in it, but this is like the benevolent version of that. So it's like they're not very big. It's like they are the quartz or quartz type being. They look soft, like soft stone, like have that waxy texture. Let's see if I can run out here. Very much like this kind of texturing, and they are actually out here. Amongst other beings that I know are in the hills, there's these spider-like creatures that are in the surrounding hills. There I know are some reptilians that lurk about in this area. I'm thinking some cat people descendants that are out here too. Oh, okay, you were listening to me talk for a little bit. Did you want to channel, or did you want to just state your grievances some other way here? Oh, state your grievances some other way. You don't want to come through? No? Okay. It's, they said it's a nice offer, though. Okay. People generally don't ask them. So are you the essence of this material, or the like a naiadic type consciousness or dryadic type of consciousness? Similar to the dryadic, like what goes through the trees. This one is going to be a more unique one because this is more of an essence.
So does that mean you're connected to Arkansas?
Oh, certainly.
There? Okay, so you are representing, because you weren't the one complaining, right?
Yes.
Oh, you were the one complaining.
Yes.
I guess I thought something literally came from Arkansas.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're here, but they're also there. It's hard to explain.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I was literally thinking a being was in one of the crystals complaining, but it really is the connected consciousness complaining.
Well, they said there were other beings complaining, like different, like trees have, like sometimes there is a bigger dryad in a tree, and then sometimes there's the consciousness flowing through them. It's the same with these guys.
All right.
But for stones and for crystal. But there are beings there in that Arkansas mine that are complaining too, like forest people are. These guys, there's several groups wanting to complain. So, not dumping on any vendors. Some of them have no way of knowing, but I would advise be careful. What you bring out of the earth and how deep you bring it out of. Not only are you hitting the Agartha network after a while, you were actually harvesting beings. Sometimes you have to be very careful. Some beings don't care, some do.
And sometimes, as happened before in some of the crystals, they have gone into mines and actually harvested and brought out beings that were intentionally, they were negative, and they were put into crystals.
And they were put into crystals,
and then here they harvested, and now they brought them, and those little guys are out there mischiefully causing harm because they dug them out. We found that out with the Samsung, the TVs.
Yeah, the TVs and the Samsung devices. It seemed to hover around Samsung.
So we figured it was from the same mine.
Yeah, we figured it was the same mine.
Must be ordering their quartz components from, and they had tapped into where some beings had been banished, it looked like.
Yeah, and they would have to get the clearest quartz for the TV components, so that would be, Arkansas is one of the biggest ones, so yeah.
Or who knows, I don't know.
Who knows where they're getting it from.
China or from someplace, but that actually occurred when they were actually in the TVs. Not all of them. I don't want to say that because it's not true. It just happened to be if you got a quartz that had a component of a banished being in it, guess what you got in your TV? So we saw that years ago.
Yeah, I saw that years ago. I called them TV demons. They looked like these little creepy, hunched over things. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, these whiter ones look like versions of those, but benevolent. Like these, those were like almost like dry, like a naiadic or dryadic type of consciousness. But those darker ones were more individuals. But this seems to be the light version of that. But not really. Then can you describe what the difference and similarity is to these you and these other beings? They are a cast off of what? Just that they're an amalgam of energies that formed a species, you mean? Like through the molecular cellular solid process is what you're saying? And they became a nuisance and they got banished to crystals. Did the Agarthan network at the time know that you guys already occupied a lot of quartz? No, they didn't. They just shoved them in there and they didn't realize that you were on a different bandwidth. Yes. Oh, so basically they shoved their garbage in your backyard. Yeah.
What they accuse us of doing.
Yeah. What the members of the Agartha network accuse us of doing, they did it to these beings.
They
Yeah.
unknowingly did it.
Unknowingly did it. So there's the irony isn't lost on me there. What is it that you had to say? What took place in Arkansas, or where some of those crystals came? Why was there such a hatred towards those vendors? What specifically did they do? They overstepped. They overstepped their boundaries. You said this saying they went into other species' territory. They begin to mine too far down, is what you're saying. Yes. But specifically you, why so much anger? It was more of a focus from multiple groups, not just you. Okay, I just wanted to make that clear. So deep down in the mine, you're saying there's forest people down there that are irritated. Yes, and there are different alien groups that are down there. Your type of being that lived in the quartz, and I would assume the rock golem like species as well. Okay, the ones that are made like lava rock. Yeah. Okay. They have grievances as well. All right, and. Who else? So what was specifically done? Did they just go too low? And did they abuse something? There's not that much hatred over just knocking a wall down. This was something very specific, other than what was been stated. So if you wish to say what it is, go ahead. So that it gets grounded into the Akesh and others hear it. Yes, of course. They brought chemicals in with them. They brought machines in with them. And demons, both personal and etheric. Did they harm any beings? Did they attempt to, like, say, because some of those miners are armed. So, did they attempt to harm any of you knowingly? Yes. Somebody attempted to go after who? Forest people? And various other cryptids. Are you saying military does this too? Yes, but more specifically, there were people, regular people, that have gone after things they've seen in the mines. But the most important thing in this is that it's being overdone. It's being overly mined. There's got to be something also there that they're protecting, that humans have gone too far down. But there's a door to Agartha near there too, like an actual doorway that you can climb down and go, and then you're further down. Yes, and they're dangerously close to locating it. Okay, but that still doesn't account for hatred. I can see the weapons and the overmining. That doesn't account for the hatred that they felt for those specific vendors. What did those people do? Oh, they just support the mine. You aim that at anybody or try to scare people off that actually support specific activities.
So are you saying they're knowingly supporting hunts?
Yes.
So, because if I recall correctly, I know you were talking to someone, and again, I don't know if these are the same people or not, but again, it was in Arkansas, where not only were there mined, but there were going to be Sasquatch hunting kind of parties in the same area.
Mm-hmm. That was also Arkansas, so...
That's what I'm saying. I know that was...
Yeah.
I know you found out about, that,
Mm-hmm.
which, again, going out and trying to find evidence of another race that exists that's not in your frequency, fine. Hunting parties,
Yeah, that's different
that's a
entirely.
little bit different.
Yeah,
Altogether.
we would call them monster hunting or monster hunting.
So is that what you're talking about? That's gone beyond even mining now?
Yes, it's because people have seen them, and since humans have forgotten a lot of this, it's been buried for so long that they just think they're seeing monsters and they shoot at them, or they know exactly what they're going after and they do it anyway. They've already been warned, told, and they still do it, or they cross a boundary in some fashion.
Right.
That's clearly marked. Like if we have a sign in our house that says no trespassing.
Like Sasquatch will have signs that really don't go past here, and people are knowingly doing it.
Yeah, and there's also other markings like petroglyphs and stuff have been found too.
So does this mean that there are people with psychic abilities involved with these hunting parties?
Most certainly.
So that would really come on, cross a line if you were actually psychic and can actually tune into all this and didn't care.
Yeah, it's somebody with abilities that is helping the hunting parties. That's what they're saying. Was there another grievance that you had with this? It's pretty bad, but what is your race called specifically? What is the consciousness? What is a name we can give you? What is that? Just crystal consciousness. Are you saying all of you have it, like all crystals have it, or is it just select? It can vary. Okay, so we can't just say crystal consciousness. This is more like.
So you're talking your quartz.
Yes.
And along with quartz, this is actually part below us is quartz and more of a waxy. What is that called? We have
calcite.
Calcite.
Yeah, all over the place, right? We're standing on it, so yeah.
You're involved with quartz, and you need to be also calcite.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were fluoride, would fluoride be a part of your grouping?
Yeah, you could say that.
So it's certain crystalline structures that are a part of your grouping?
Yes, just like you have the lava rock beings, you have different like stone golem type of beings that are consciousnesses of different stone types. These guys are specifically like quartz calcite, some fluoride, some like even malachite, stuff like that. Stuff that quartz forms.
It's okay.
What? Oh, I heard jasper in there too. Okay, and agates and it varies. Okay, we're getting into murky territory now. Okay. But yeah, some beings in dryatic type consciousness and naiadic type consciousnesses are delegated to different stone types, is what they're saying. Where are the forest people? Are they having to deal with this problem currently in the state of Arkansas? And several other places too. Okay, at different points in the country, even here. Yeah, all right. How come the forest people aren't here to talk too, along with you? They couldn't make it this time. Okay, because we're further out away from their territory, you're saying? Yeah. Okay, but these guys can run through the different quartz veins, so they can manifest in different places. So they chose to have them come.
Well, I mean, if everyone was trying to be good stewards, because this is a difficult conversation because many people really love and appreciate quartz and crystals, and they do it in a benevolent way, unknowing that, again, how some of it is being brought to the surface. So, I guess, because when we have these conversations, we don't want to really just kind of leave them hanging. I guess really the answer would be basically that people just put out there that things are harvested or collected or brought to the surface in a way, again, benevolence for the good of all. I mean, I need to ask for suggestions because, you bring an understandable grievance for us. We don't want to say, oh, that means we can't touch one again.
No, that's not it at all.
Right.
Yeah, that's
so
not at
then
all.
the answer becomes, what co-creative consciousness thoughts should literally now be put out there to show the proper, respect for everyone.
Well, in this case, they said always ask permission, and you will get an immediate response from these elementals or what's around.
And even a person who who doesn't feel they're psychic, they're going to get a feeling of whether or not I should or shouldn't.
Oh,
right?
yeah, you'll feel it. Yeah, you'll definitely feel it. Yeah.
You're not just putting this message out because you're talking about, people with certain abilities. We want people to understand that everyone's going to get a sense, because when you really are in a benevolent way are trying to show respect, and if the answer may be no, you're going to get a sinking feeling that maybe you shouldn't be doing something. And then the question becomes, of course, are you going to honor that feeling or not, or is your temptation of something you really want going to override it?
Yeah.
But you normally are going to know one way or another.
Whether you're completely drawn to something because something's trying to upset something else or insatiate their own energetic needs, or you're going to know whether it is safe for you to take or not.
Right.
This group is very picky about what people use, I think. This is why the Force people in Prescott were picky at first about what I used there. Until they saw what I was doing with it. That doesn't mean they're always going to allow great quantities of stuff being used. That's a fallacy.
And
as
they
well.
definitely don't want, as we said at the beginning, they don't want you hoarding.
Yeah, they don't want plant pieces hoarded. It's different. Like if you have spices in a cabinet, or have different herbs to make tinctures and stuff like that with, as long as it's being used.
Right.
If it's something that is not being used, don't stockpile it. It can also lose potency over a period of time. Think of it like an expiration date in a way, where the dryadic energy starts to dwindle a little bit, and that was also told to me. Think of it like an expiration date, like you'd have on your food or something like that. Even if you use it in a spray, or something like I do, or tinctures like I do, it's still best not to gather great quantities of something. Only when you're going to make it. Or make something with it, like with sage. I don't get it until I actually need it. I don't stockpile anymore. I used to have a lot of plant material, and they basically were saying, whatever I didn't use, give back to the earth, which I had no problem doing. I just didn't want it sitting there for large quantities of time. And this is what they're saying. They're saying with stones and crystals too. There is a tolerance line with them, tolerating, taking, tolerating's too harsh of a word, accepting, taking stones and crystals, but they're saying only for immediate needs, and if of course if people want to sell them, they're being allowed to do that too. But when the line is crossed, that permission gets withdrawn, and people don't hear or feel that the permission's been withdrawn, is what they're transmitting to me. They don't listen, they don't hear, and they have the ability to hear, but they don't hear.
Then do you actively intervene? Like, do you actually sometimes push support in certain directions and try to discourage in others?
Yes.
So a vendor could potentially, who isn't listening, could potentially start to have bad business because...
Oh, most certainly, yes.
I mean, I'm just curious what you guys are, doing about it.
Oh, yeah. They would have any connections to it withdrawn, like if it was just like for business, for instance. And they don't want to say didn't have the spiritual quality. That's too advanced in some cases for some people. They're just saying lack of respect for the elements, lack of acknowledgement of where it came from, and just keep pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling, and this upsets a lot of elemental races, not just them, but they were the ones that could reach us way the hell out here. So that's they seem to be the only ones, aside from some little bad guy things, and also some of the cat elemental cats out here, they seem to be out here. So are you happy you got to actually say this? Yes. And I feel there are other things that you want to bring across. I know you don't like to channel, which is rather unique because crystals are used by people who channel. So you're just wanting to relay this? Yeah, okay. What else did you want to say about this subject? Okay, they have no grievance against the vendors in general. They want to make that clear. Like selling the stones and making them pretty and more energy radiant and everything. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. However, it's what's done with it. They don't want negative rituals done with them either. And it's been happening for centuries.
Right.
People have been doing that. They hate it.
Well, the first thing, again, because if you're dealing with clear quartz, is really, again, to get the message out to clear the energies that may have been put in it when you bought it, and again, put your own, hopefully, benevolent intentions into them. So the more you understand to clear energies that could have been there for who knows, it could have been there for thousands of years, clear them, because sometimes a land can get bad energies into the land from things that have happened in the past and breaches and different things. So again, take it seriously and clear the energies of what you have in order to make sure that good intention is going in to whatever you buy.
And they're making a big deal about salt too. Now, what is it that you wish to say about salt? It's being used as a blessing all over, and we do the same, and we promote salt because it works quite well. You guys use it too. Oh, because sometimes crystals and salt formations can kind of go together sometimes. Are you saying that there's a consciousness for salt too? Yes, there can be, yes. But different. Yes. Okay, maybe they'll come through at a later time, but what else did you want to say? Was this the only grievance that you had? Yeah. What are the origins of your I'll say species, but you're more of a consciousness. What are the origin points? Always been here. Okay. Your origin point is Earth. Ancient Earth. Like volcanic, like dinosaur Earth, or before? Before. Okay. You were here long before everything got screwed up in this system. Yeah. All right. And they'll be here long after. There's like and only the Earth Mother conscious, benevolent Earth Mother consciousness speaks to you on a regular basis. Oh, of course, yes. I just heard Isaac say, "Think of them are like fleas on her back."
Fleas on her back.
No, he's amending that. He says acne. But they're like, so and now they're making fun of him, saying he's like the lone ant person in the hills. No, they're calling him a dung beetle actually. Yeah.
So we are asking for permission to take some of these stones home to make things with. Is that all right? Is there a limit? What would you say for people who come out to Quartzite in general? Is there a limit to what you think they should harvest from the lands?
Even though there's lots and lots out here, a bag. They don't
Just
care.
a bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a standard like Walmart bag. Not one of those.
Yeah. Don't bring out buckets.
Yeah, don't bring out buckets. Even though there are buckets and buckets of them, we're standing on it. It's like encrusted in everything.
Well, in this
here,
area, it's not every area. Maybe I can take the camera and show people. Hold on.
Yeah.
Literally where we're standing. Let me see what I can do.
Yeah, aim it down like where they can see here.
So I'm going to aim this down, excuse me, to the ground. And we are literally standing on tons of it. And but it's not everywhere. So if you pan the camera up a little, you can start to see that it changes. But if you walk on all these areas, they're going to be scattered all throughout. But we just happen to literally find an area that it is just completely there.
Yeah. This just happens to be the area where it's like completely all over the place here, where you're literally walking on it like you saw here. So yeah, this is what they're talking about. We can take like a bag, and that would be it. So they're generous for allowing that. And just remember, everybody, respect these entities. Now you know this group's here, but respect all the other ones as well. If you are into mining and into getting the crystals, that's fantastic. That is great. Now, I do, I look for crystals all the time. And would I go and pan for it and do all that? Yeah. But don't be one of those people that feels they have to go down deep and be greedy about it either. Don't be one of those. Don't support groups that want to do that. That's basically the gist of their message. Like, if you support it, you're in agreement with it, even if they're supplying you in some fashion. And she always complains when I say this, but don't write on them either.
No, I don't complain that you have a grievance with that, because if people are using markers to price their crystals and stuff like that instead of a little tag, then you've got to use chemicals to actually get it off. And so that's just, because Chris can sense and see all that, it's very disturbing to him. I don't mind that you feel that way. That doesn't bother me one ounce. I mind that you go into every store and say it loud enough so they all know.
Well, there's that, because,
let's be honest.
Loudly passive. But
you will air your grievance.
It's like, well, I would have bought this, but you wrote on it, so never mind. But and they found that funny too, but they don't like it. They don't like it either.
No, I know they don't like it. I know they don't like it. I get why. I get it. Believe me, I get all of that. But
different chemicals have different resonance.
But you feel very strongly about letting people know. And believe it or not, he's actually tried to have a conversation, trying to let them know energetically why it's not a good idea. And I'll be quite honest, most of the time it doesn't go over well.
No, it doesn't go over well. Yeah, I was, somebody thought I was accusing him of defacing and stuff like that, and
you were.
I was, yeah. But yeah, and I didn't know. Well, I personally am irritated with it, but I was also getting this from them too. Yeah.
Well, you were trying to, in a kind way, educate, but again, people that aren't as sensitive as others, they just don't understand, and they just don't get it, and they kind of think you're kooky. So let's just be honest about it. You guys know, those of you that are like us, people look at you like you're kooky, and okay, but you know.
Yeah, they look at you like you have two heads, basically. Now, energy sensitive people will get it, but just if you're a vendor, please don't write on them with a permanent marker. Just don't do it, because I generally won't even touch it if it has that on it, anywhere on the surface, especially the porous bottom. If there's a porous bottom and somebody scrawled on it, you got to literally cut that whole bottom layer off and throw it out.
It doesn't mean the crystal won't work, but when you can see the energies, when you can really see it, it leaves a mark that is hard to undo. And so in that sense, for those people that are that sensitive and can see it, it is a defacing.
And they're saying,
and it kind of, for you, ruins the crystal.
Yeah, and they're saying especially numbers. There's power in numbers. And they're saying when people are writing the prices on it, that's why that energy resonates even harsher with numbers and with symbols. People don't understand this. The money symbol has power to it, and each individual number either adds up to a power or are individual powers. So that's what they wanted to actually clarify, that even if they're writing like $2, something on it, each digit and set of digits and numerals, all of it, have some kind of geometric power, which then interferes with the crystal's needs and interferes with the crystal's power base. It doesn't overwhelm it. It's just more of an irritant, like a zit or something. It's like that, but that's how they're describing it. But it's not nice, and that's how they're describing. They don't care if there's a sticker. You peel that off. Big deal. You take citrus oil to it and any glue on there, you get it off. But that was another grievance. That's where I've been getting some of that irritation from. Is then they're like, ugh. You know, that's how they are. I always have been irritated with it, but they just kind of amplify that because they feel the same way. So that's the minor portion of it. The bigger one was what we've just said before. Like I said, always get permission. Don't overmine or overstep your bounds with the elements and elementals. And in galactic territories that own different areas too, they're saying this too. And don't write on your crystals. Yeah, just don't. Paint too. That holds a different resonance frequency too, along with the numbers again. So they keep going back to numbers. They keep going right back to it, and they're like, no, just don't. So is there anything you guys want to say before we call this episode? Thanks for letting them speak and shed their grievances. Oh, yeah, okay. We ground this conversation into the benevolent earthly Akesh and the benevolent galactic Akesh as of this moment in time. And this message is now mirrored across all dimensions, expressions, timelines, collapsing, invading, timelines, and all multiversal, omniversal, and super omniversal frequencies and situations. And we mirror this across time and space where appropriate it is forever so in all moments, all sessions. Is that good for you guys? Yeah, they're like, so yeah, that's good. They wanted that message out. And they also wanted it for some of the galactic races that like to mine stuff too. Trust me, they use resources down here quite frequently, so they got to be told the same thing. So thank you guys. Oh, and they just kind of dispersed through this whole...
They went quick, huh?
They went pew!
Pew. Okay.
Kind of like Speedy Gonzalez, where he just runs off. That's kind of what it looked like. It was like... they're saying they're still here. I just don't see their physical avatar anymore. And listen, one more thing. Listen to the stones before they speak. Listen to the trees, for they also speak. Don't think of them as just a commodity. Think of them as both energetic and also capable of getting you profit when it is advantageous for the energy. Meaning that as long as you hold your connections to the earth and to these stones. And they also want to point out one more thing. The reason the greedy people are able to bring in money hand over fist, they're doing something energetically artificial to do it, to bloat that, pad that energetics and force a certain stream to them. Like they're drawing a certain energy to them that then allows that abundance to come back and not go to anybody else they think is lesser than them. That's how they're stating it. Yeah, thank you for letting me speak. Okay, yeah, thank you. Bye-bye. Well, it's not goodbye, I understand. Okay, we're walking, and Isaac says we're stepping on them. Okay, he's like, ow, 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 like that. So, and I think he's been following us all day, actually. But yeah, no, actually, more stalking is more like it. But that's let's see here. All right, I believe this is the end of this episode of Talk with the Elementals. And just remember what they said, everyone. I know this is for our Patreon, but eventually a lot of others will see
then
this,
everyone can take a moment now and just put out there, may things be taken for everyone's highest good. Just put it out there.
Yes. All right. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
All right. We're still here outside of Quartzite. And those elementals, those quartz elementals that were involved and in this quartz here, have their avatar has gone, but I brought the ghost box with, so we're gonna try using that while we're out here and see what we get for a few minutes here. So we'll see what we have. Try not to make this too long.
S-Box. Scanning FM.
Who do we have out here? But that's benevolent. I heard a couple of you. Do we have spirit, ghost, or ET? Benevolent. I think I heard somebody say stop, so I will in just one moment. Any final thoughts or words from anything benevolent that wishes to speak over this device? Alright, I think I've let this go long enough. Thank you. Alright. Any doorways that were open, portals that were opened by that device, I close them as of this moment in time. Asking about the true benevolent Earth Mother, true benevolent versus the true benevolent Source Creator. Please assist in that matter. I now close all doorways and I audit this device as of this moment in time. I ask true benevolent Source Creator, Earth Mother, benevolent Earth Mother, and the benevolent verses to do the same. Thank you. Thank you for watching.